Now let me tell y'all something about dreams. Listen up, because this is something I found out a long time ago that goes against everything you see in a movie, on TV, or what your great-grandma may have told you when you were a kid. See, dreams don't happen overnight. That ain't how it works. See, they come to you in the daylight. You gots to be awake. Cause baby, you got to run dreams down. See, that chase is where we learn the most about ourselves. To take that extra step, that extra mile, that extra rep. Now look here. You don't never know how long it's gonna take or exactly what it'll look like when you get there. The only thing you know is you can never stop. So, question time. What's your dreams? What's your dream? Are you willing to do what it takes to make that dream a reality? No. See, not while you're sleeping, but every darn day you wake up. Because if it does, good morning. Now give me my darn thing.
What's going on, family, man? Salute to everybody in the building, man. Y'all know how this is, man. I couldn't do this without you guys, man. I appreciate everybody tuning into the building. Let's go tune into the building, man. Hope you guys having a blessed day at work or whatever you guys are doing right now, man. Hope everybody's having a great day. And if you're not, man, things are going to get better. But hey, man, welcome to RobDaManMedia, baby. Hey, man, y'all know what time it is, man. We're going to be doing some different things to the show today. So, man, just stay tuned, man. Got some little different things that I want to touch upon. What I'm going to do, man, so, hey, just buckle up, man. Get ready, man. Hey, we're going to have a Q&A session. So I'm going to do 2 Q&A sessions today where you guys in the chat ask questions and I'm going to answer them. I may not get to everybody's questions, so don't get upset. But at some point in time, I will ask you to throw questions in the chat, man, and I'm going to try to answer the best of my ability to most of you guys' questions. If I can't get to your questions, I do apologize, but I'm going to try to answer most of you guys' questions. If you super chat a question, they will get answered. All right? But I'm going to try to answer as many questions during the time, man, but I'm just doing something different today. So just buckle up, man. Be ready, man. Let's get this thing on and rocking. And we finna get into a bunch of things today. So, hey, just be patient. Now, this link that I'm sending out is not for everybody. So, man, please do not try to come up and join. It's only the people that know who to come up gonna come up. So, man, do not click on the link and think that you're going to come up right now because I'm not letting everybody up at this moment. But they know who they are. So they're going to click on the links and they're going to be coming up here in a minute. And we're going to talk about something. So just be patient, man. Step tuned. So I'm going to get into it right now. Right? My question is, this is for everybody in the chat, right? What do you expect CU's going to do in the transfer portal? What do you think they're going to do? And what do you expect them to do? That's how we're going to get this thing. Welcome to the show, Coach Dre, man. Love to have you in the building, man. What up, Lawrence, with a U, man? Y'all know what time it is, man. Appreciate y'all jumping on the panel, man, this morning, man. Salute to y'all, man. Appreciate for everything that y'all do out here, man. And, man, what's going on, man? Talk to them. Let us know, man. What's going on? How's y'all morning going? Afternoon, I should say.
It's good, bro. It's good. I'm just sitting out here in the parking lot from the hospital. Trying to see what Venice finna do. I think they play at 3. I think they play at 3 today. So we're gonna sit around and see what them boys do and see what the news gonna look like after the game.
Yes, sir, man. A lot of things coming out of Florida, man. Things are getting hot down there in the state of Florida. All they waiting on is the state championship games to all be finished because the pot is getting stirred up down there. So, hey, more things to come, man. Y'all be ready for it. But Lawrence, with you, man, what's going on, man? What's the word?
What's going on, Rob? What's going on, Coach Dre? Chat. The word is, at least here in Michigan, we're trying to see what's going to happen with the two big quarterbacks, Dante Moore and Bryce Underwood. We got Dante Moore in the portal after 1 year at UCLA, and then Bryce Underwood's season just concluded with a lot of suitors trying to get his services as well. So That's the word here. And also some other players that are, from the area that hit the portal as well, generated some buzz. So
All right, all
that's
right.
what we're talking about up
So
here.
so y'all look at CU right now. What are you guys both expecting from CU to either doing the portal or on the recruiting side? What are you guys both expecting? I'm gonna start with you, Lawrence, and then I'm gonna come to Coach Drake. What do you guys expect from CU? When it comes to like portal or high school players that you think that they're going to be going after.
Yeah, so for the portal, it's pretty much what Coach Prime hit it at, that trenches, and starters. So you want to get some better protection for Shador going into the Big 12 next season, and also want to have a stout defensive line and get some pressure on opposing quarterbacks and having that ability to stop the run. Uh, known deficiencies from the season, the CU team that we just saw. So that's what I expect for them to go heavy on, offensive and defensive linemen. But there are other needs as well. We know we probably could get better in the linebacker core, and I don't think they have any tight ends on scholarship today. So, we'd be looking for some tight ends to add to the roster as well. And then always, you can always plug and play and add that 1, 2, or 3 skill position that can come in and start like we did with Zay Weaver this year. So I think it'll be, obviously the emphasis on the big fellas, but, if we can pluck a skill position that's maybe on his last year and want to have a year similar to what Xavier Weaver did, I think we'll look for players like that as well.
I mean, he hit the nail on the head. We just trying to make sure that we get the best of the best in the portal. Offensive line wise, kids with experience, kids that have played at that top notch level. High school wise, we still trying to go get the dogs. We still trying to go get the dogs. We trying to shock the world, and I think we're gonna do it. My, we just gotta keep our heads level. And like I tell y'all, it's building. He building something, and he ain't never let us down. I mean, I done been around him for a while. He ain't never let you down. So I just think that's what it's gonna be. With them high school kids, what Seaton told y'all, a lot of that's resonating with them kids. I know for a fact that a few big time recruits spoke to each other last night, and so I mean, I know it's heavy in their minds and in their hearts. So we should see what it's gonna be like.
Hey, when you hit it right there, the nail on the head. Now I know everybody wants to ask about Boo Carter, right, and how those things are going, things like that. Just know these recruits talk to each other. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But I know that's the hot topic right now, right? Is Boo Carter going to flip to CU? What is he gonna do? There are a lot of things to play out, and the clock is ticking. What's today? That's the 8th, December 8th, right? Portal open. Signing days in 12 days. So you're gonna have to make a decision on the fly. But this ain't gonna be a decision on the fly because this decision was already made. That's where a lot of people don't realize. It's not something that's on the fly. It's something that's already been made just behind closed doors. You just didn't know. But we got 12 days. So just stay tuned. But we going back to Lawrence, man. How's things, recruiting as far as the high school ranks, in the state of Michigan? I know everybody wants to know, is Brandon Swain going to stay or is he thinking about possibly leaving? I'll tell people, man, just be patient, man. He's locked in. He's good to go. He's just ready to get on campus. But, nothing's official until that pen hit the paper and the ink dry up. So let's talk about
it. So, that was a big topic of conversation, especially last week when the decommit started happening. And then when it was announced that Nick Williams is going to go and leave the staff as well. But BDS, Brandon Davis Swain, essentially affirmed his commitment to Colorado. So I don't think anything like that is going to happen. I fully expect for him to sign early in 12 days, like you said, on the 20th. So expect pen to hit paper and him to be a CU buff in 12 days. I don't think there's a chance of anybody swooping in and stealing him from the Buffs.
I just want to say this. There will be a live show on December 20th for early signing day. So y'all want to stay tuned. Because ain't no more hiding, ain't no more speculating. When these bombs drop, y'all gonna say, dang. That's all I'm gonna say. But any new news as far as the big time quarterback of class of 25? How did he feel about Mr. Jordan Seaton committing to CU?
I would definitely say that helped the cause. That was noticed. He did take notice of that commitment. Apparently, contact was established that same day as that commitment. So he is taking notice, and that's one of the things I've always said, that if CU is going to be in the picture and be right there to swoop in and take, the number one player, number one quarterback in a 25 class, these dominoes will have to fall first. Getting the Jordan Seaton, hitting some home runs in the portal as well, and showing that you're going to have a good product on the field the next 2 or 3 seasons going forward. After Shedeur leaves, so yeah, that did help. As far as coming out outright saying whether or not he's going to go one way or another, their camp is still being quiet. His commitment is set for January 6th, and yet still he has another season to play. So even if he doesn't commit to CU on that day, there'll be ample time, to sway his interest throughout the season. I do think he is going to sign early when he does commit, though. So I expect him to sign next winter wherever he does go. But I would definitely say that it is what's going on in CU and Boulder is definitely being noticed. Bryce Underwood.
Yes, sir. I'm going to say this to everybody right now. We're going to do a Q&A session after Coach Dre finish up answering this next question. So go ahead and drop your question. My team is going to filter out the questions that should be answered. And so if your question don't get answered, don't get upset. I'm just telling you now. But we're going to do a Q&A session. So any important question that you guys want to ask that may not have been asked or addressed by Lawrence, by Coach Dre, or me, we're going to try to answer to the best of our ability. Now, I'm going to tell you this. We can't give away a commitment, what's going to really happen. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to answer to the best of our ability. So get those questions loaded up. We're going to send it to Coach Dre, man. When you look at the state of Florida and you look at what's really going on, could you potentially see anybody from Florida coming on a visit to see you in this next week and a half before signing day?
Well, I'll say this. I know it's been some contact for people that don't know. The kid Kendall Jackson that just decommitted from Florida. I coached him in Little League. He went to a rival high school here in the city of Gainesville, but I'm still close-knit with his family and stuff like that. If I'm not mistaken, he'll be taking a visit this weekend to Texas A&M. But after that, we might have a few plans, and we're gonna see. We just gonna see how it shake out. As well as, again, the big name in the city, and everybody know who he is, and we ain't gotta say his name, but we just gonna sit back and wait. But I know that that's heavy in my circle with him, and we gonna see what it do for the next 2 weeks with him. Florida, they losing kids. They really are, and it's not boding well for Napier to keep losing kids like this. Losing that defensive line coach and that DB coach really hurt their recruiting. They were two of their biggest recruiters. They were two of their biggest guys that was getting kids in here. So that would really hurt those kids, hurt some. And that's why you see some of these Florida kids decommitting like they are. So Napier on the ropes right now, trying to assure that he can keep the quarterback. He on the ropes right now. So, but as far as that's concerned, that's the biggest thing going on in Florida. Like I say, the biggest thing is they got 2 more days of state championship games going on, and once that happens, the kids that's getting ready to go to school early, you'll hear a lot of those kids tell you where they're going.
All right, so we got some questions up here, so I'm gonna drop the first one out for you guys. Is Jordan Seaton, that's who they're talking about, taking a visit to Oregon still?
I haven't seen anything to confirm that. I don't think so.
Hey guys, it's a done deal with Seaton. Like when he put like, if y'all ain't check out, Rob kind of put it in the hinted on it yesterday. When you put on that bling from old boy, it's pretty much a done. It's pretty a done deal for you. So no, he won't be taking no visit to Oregon. It's a done deal. He'll sign on the 20th with no problem.
Any new class of 24 QB you guys have on the radar? I would say this. I don't. When it comes to the class of 24 and the QBs, they're more than likely going to take a veteran quarterback behind Shador Sanders, not a freshman. They're going to be looking for the class of 25 to take that freshman QB. So, just expect you to take a transfer portal guy versus a freshman in the class of 24. So, if you guys want to piggyback on it, y'all can, but I don't want to answer.
I'll just piggyback on that. I agree. All of the players, including quarterbacks, that have hit the portal have not entered the portal yet. So I'll just keep an eye on if you get a veteran, maybe a redshirt senior that only has 1 year to be a backup to Shador for this season. And it appears with the decommitment of Antoine Hill that the chips are all in for Bryce Underwood. So that's my take on that. I agree that you'll probably get like a senior or a redshirt junior or something like that out of the portal in the short term and try to hit that home run for the class of 25.
All right. So here's the next question. Do you think we have a chance at Walter Noel? It's not. So here's what I would tell you guys in this situation with that. When you got somebody as big as him, you're in a situation where it's who can offer the most money, right? It's not about can we get him or not. If he came out to just where he can go and develop and do certain things and put himself in the best position to go to NFL, yes. But his recruitment is going to come down to who can offer him the most upfront money and NIL money. And so those are the things that you got to be careful with when you start talking about those type of recruits. It's not saying that Coach Prime can't pull it off, but it's going to take a deep pocket to do it.
I agree with that. I think it's when it comes down to Walter Nolan, he's going to go to like a front runner team. So like you said, and NIL is going to have a huge thing to do with that. So you look at the Texas, the Georgias, the Bamas, what you see in your top 5, top 6 rankings right now. I think one of those schools are going to be the front runner to land him. And that's essentially, they didn't say anything about NIL since he hit the portal, him and his pops, but they did put out that they want to play with good players and they don't want to go to no team that was 6-6. So that's kind of cold speak to say that, hey, you got to be one of the top. We got to have some dogs on the team. You got to be one of the top teams out there. And those top teams out there are going to have a bag ready for them.
Now, this was not really a question, but I'm just going to talk about it, right? Sap's in Texas. That is 1,000% true. He is in Texas recruiting for Colorado right now. Yes, he is checking out some state championship games. Yes, CU's in contact with some players in the state of Texas. So you might see a flip or two happen. Just saying. There is some players to keep your eyes out on. And so just be patient with that. But, Warren Sapp is out actively recruiting. And so I'm just going to answer this question because I get this a lot, right? What is Warren Sapp going to do, right? Well, Warren Sapp cannot be out actively recruiting unless he's a position coach. So that's telling you what's going to happen. If he's actively recruiting as an analyst, you cannot be out on behalf of the university out actively recruiting. So that just tells you Warren Sapp coming in, he's probably going to be a position coach. Just putting that out there. So those are the questions that we get. Let me see if we got one more question before we move forward. Okay. So here's the last question. You both can answer this if you guys want. Do you know how many kids are expected to start in January? Are there any coaches positions that won't be filled next year?
Like I said, I know Seaton will be there. AB will be there early. if we get a couple of other, if we get these other 2 kids, they'll be there. I'm gonna say anywhere from 6 to 10 kids should be there early. The only position coach that I don't think gonna be filled is the tight end. I think every other spot should be filled, by the end of this month. I think by the end of this weekend for sure. So anywhere from 6 to 10 kids, and the tight end coach is the only coach that I haven't heard anything about.
All right. So we got a guest waiting in the back, man. Y'all already know who this person is, but he want to come up here and say something. So I'm gonna give him his moment to come up here and say something. Welcome, Mr. Old School, to the building, man. What is going on, Old School, man? Turn that camera on, man. People want to see you spitting all on the phone, talking what you got to talk about. So what's going on, man? What's the word, man? That's what it is.
Rob only got 2 minutes. I wish you stopped, dog. I mean, you gonna give me 2 minutes, you gonna take my 2 minutes. Hey, what's up, panel? What's up, guys? Hey, guys. I can't sit on the panel with y'all because y'all know more about football and college football than I do. I played basketball in my time. I ain't played no football. So I can't sit up and talk about y'all. When y'all talk about Coach Pryor, I got to show up. I'm telling you. I love CU, and I've been loving CU since I was young and I was coming out of college and stuff because I realized, because I see what they were doing with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? The coaches back there. But I'll leave that. I digress. But Rob, I'm telling you, Rob, good show. I see where you going, Rob. You smart. You get the brains up here before you get the dummies. Hey, Rob, keep up the good work. Rob, can I turn my camera off now because you focus on what I'm saying? Rob, look, I love you. Keep up the good work. Man, look here, Rob. I love it when a player come together. That's Coach Pryor player to come together. They thought when we start losing games, that everybody was going to run off and go to somebody else. Hey, Rob, they still coming to us, ain't they? They still coming, ain't they, Rob? Say yeah, Rob.
I appreciate that, Old School, man. I know you was waiting in the back,
Hey, guys.
man. I know you was waiting in the
y'all.
back. I know you've been itching to talk about something, man. So, hey.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't going to take me number 2 minutes, but it don't take me long, boy. I'm telling you, Rob. It don't. And you asked, hey, look here, Rob, you ain't asked that question. It's getting brighter for us over there, Rob. I love it. I love the fact that it's getting brighter for us over there, Rob. It ain't like I can't see. Wait, I can't say we because everybody ain't with me. But I can see around the corner now, Rob.
Hey, that's all that matters, man. You can see around the corner.
Yeah, I can see where I'm going. I don't know what's over there, but I can see around it. I love y'all guys. Keep up the good work.
Just keep peeking around that corner. You might see a little bit more, man. Just keep peeking. You know, that's
well, I gotta listen.
Keep turning your head and peeking.
I gotta listen more than I can talk. I know what the problem is, but see, it's hard to get over talking over about 99 people. See, if I was over there with y'all, I wouldn't have to talk so much. I can listen and get something, learn something too.
Yeah, man, that's what's going on. But hey, I'm gonna drop a link out here if you guys want to pull up to the show before we get into this next segment. If you don't know football, I suggest don't pull up because this next segment might get a little messy for you. So, hey, if you want to pull up, you want to talk some football, man, pull up on us, man. We are here. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna give you guys a couple minutes to join in. If you got any questions, you want to get answered right now. That's not about recruiting, just football in general, man. Drop them questions right now. We're going to answer, we're going to talk about it, but we got some stuff lined up in this next segment. It might get a little messy because if you've seen the header of this, is the transfer portal good or bad for college football? So we're going to ask. We're going to find out what the people think. But before we get into that, we're going to start doing a debate show with 2 people coming up on the panel. So, family, I need to know, who would y'all like to see up here on the panel debating each other? And y'all gonna get to vote who wins. You never know what I got in store for who wins. So, if you want to come up here and debate somebody, let me know. Because guess what? We got something in store for you. And word on the street is Miss Tiffany Michelle, she wants to debate somebody. So, fellas, if you want to debate her, pull up on us because she's ready to go. Y'all saying y'all want to see Law Dog versus Jonas. Law Dog versus everybody. Oh, this is about to get it. This is about to get interesting. This is about to get interesting. But yes, on Saturdays, on Saturday shows now, we will be doing debate 1-on-1. And she said she want that smoke. And she come to stand on business. Who want that smoke with Tiffany? She said she ready. She ready. But hey, if you want to pull up, come talk football, man. Pull up on us right now, man, because we about to get into this next segment. I just want to see what y'all think, who y'all want to see debate against each other. I just want to see. And also, we do got an interview coming up here soon with a player. And when we do it, it will be I will be doing a giveaway. So to help his NIL. So just stay tuned because I am doing a player interview here soon. When we do this player interview, we will be doing 2 giveaways during the show live. So stay tuned who that player is because you don't know, but you will be here soon.
Rob.
Yeah.
Rob. Yeah, bro. Let me go in here and check on Mom to make sure everything good. Hey, to everybody out there that's been sending me and my family prayers, we appreciate it. She had a rough day today, so I need to get in here and see what's going on. I appreciate all the love, all the support. Like I say, whatever happens, it happens is in God's hand. Hey, man, make sure y'all bless somebody today. You know what I'm saying? If you got somebody out there in your family you ain't talked to, y'all got something going on, man, reach out to them and squash that. You get what I'm saying? Because you never know what's going on in their lives. So, you know what I'm saying? Coach Dre, love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I might try to tune back in a little later, but I'm out of here. Y'all boys be good.
All right, Coach Dre.
All right, Coach Dre. Appreciate you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Rob, but it's all good, though, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm liking what I'm seeing out here, man. What I'm not seeing out here, but hearing out here. These are coming together, man. I'm happy. I can't complain about nothing. Everything is falling into place like it's supposed to. We thought it was about this time last year. We thought things was falling into place. At least me, anyway. It's really falling into place now, boy. Yeah.
Good pickup for y'all. That big tackle with that big lineman.
Yeah, a whole bunch and there's some more coming too. They ain't even said it yet. There's some more coming. The word in the streets. It's some more.
Word in the streets, huh?
Yeah, man. And they ain't gotta all be fast now. They just gotta be down. I'm gonna tell you, all they got to that offensive line wasn't down. All they gotta do is be down.
That's all I gotta be is down.
Hey man, if you can't give them 2 minutes, give them 2.5 minutes. Or 2.5 seconds, whatever it is.
I'll say 2.5 minutes. I don't think nobody blocking that long.
Hey, well, 2.5 seconds.
That's more like it.
Yeah.
Hey, it was weeks ago. I don't remember how long ago, but I had mentioned the little comment. He got a text message. ETN brother text message him saying Colorado or something. He said, I can't remember the exact quote it was, but I mentioned it. Now he's in the portal. So now I'm like, is he gonna take heed to that? What y'all think about that? His brother mentioned him going to Colorado about mid-season in Florida, during Florida, you know. I said, boy, and he in the portal now. So
yeah, okay, get him. It goes right back to the Proverbs, which said about, you send out, the man was sending out invitations and stuff, and everybody didn't want to come. But the ones that came, you understand me? No, I'll tell you, they got served. The ones that didn't, they just missed the boat.
Do you think you can land ETN, man?
Go right back to Noah the Ark.
That's what I want to know.
You don't want
y'all think y'all can land ETN?
Huh?
You think? You think, bro?
I think you can. I think you can. I mentioned it on your show a while back. I said, boy, his brother say something about Prime. I can't remember the quote, man. I can go back and look at it. I'm gonna use this AI software I got. It's supposed to scrub through. It can scrub through text on the video.
Hey,
so
listen,
you know how you be like, pull up the receipts.
Yeah.
In a minute, the receipts gonna get pulled up real fast with AI. All you gotta do is type the script, the text you wanna, and let it scrub the video. It's gonna find the minute line where that was said. You gonna pull the receipt. Uh-huh. What's up, RobDaManMedia?
Hey, what up? What up, man? Hey, Tiff, if you got time, pull up right quick. Pull up right quick if you got time, Tiff. Pull up right quick on us, Tiff. Let's see if you got some time right quick. All right, so let's get into this.
Trying to get that boy number one first order. That boy a beast.
What up, Jonas? What's the word, man?
Hey, Rob. Hey, Rob. What you think? How you see us finishing? In the what's the name is our recruiting class stuff this time? You know, last time we finished pretty good. With our recruiting class, how you think you gonna finish? I'm talking about like the overall record, not just the freshmen, the incoming recruits. I'm talking about as far as our
overall high school. I think if everything play out the way it's supposed to play out, we'll end up with a top 15 class, high school class.
All right, that's what I wanted to hear. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I gotta.
Right, so
we got
this Tip up here in the building, man. Salute to her on the channel. Go ahead and say what you got to say. Welcome in, you know.
Hi.
Hey, Tiffany.
How are you?
Be shy.
Good.
I'm not shy. I'm just working, trying to multitask right now.
All right, so I got a question for everybody on the panel. Is the transfer portal good or bad for college football?
Wonderful.
Let me go first, old school.
Go first?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Tiffany.
I think, honestly, it's a bad thing for the transfer portal to be open. Like, I don't like it. I feel like you should respect your commitment when you make 4 years because teams are building programs around that. And when you just allow players to go left and right, it almost makes it impossible to rebuild because you never know what's coming back the next year.
Okay. Is that it?
I mean, that's it. So somebody else has something to say. Like, I want to say.
Jonas, mic check. You good, Jonas?
Hey, y'all can hear me? My mic was tripping just now.
Yeah, you good now. You good now.
What's the word, man?
Chilling, man. Did you hear the question?
Nah, I was trying to get in. My mic was tripping. My phone was tripping.
Okay. So the question is, do you think the transfer portal is the transfer portal good or bad for college football?
It's bad. It's bad.
Explain
I always agree with Jonas.
Because, bro, you got you could go somewhere and tell them people, well, they can recruit you and tell you, well, you know, you're not really guaranteed to start. And when you get there, you see that you don't have a chance to start, and now you're gone. And what all that do is clog the system up, bro. Like, all them kids went in that transfer portal, 1,200, 1,500 students went in the transfer portal. Only like 700, 800 gonna make it out. Like, so what the other 600 gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, it's a give and take, man, with the transfer portal. You look at, how it's messed up high school kids, because
if my son was playing, I would tell him, boy, listen here, boy. That transfer portal is like going to trial. You don't know what's going on.
It's hard to say that, though, because the NCAA is the one who's messing everything up with these 6, 7, 8 year, 9 year eligibility. Like, come on, dog. When's enough eligibility, bro? Like, I can understand 5 years. When you start talking about 7, 8, 9 years of college eligibility, come on, dog. You didn't got a doctor's degree and everything.
Transfer rules.
But I think that's separate than the portal, though.
But it's too many.
That was just the COVID. That was the COVID thing that started that.
But Studio One, it's
effective. You can leave. It's all kind of shit, man. I don't like
because if you transfer, you sit out for a year. All that other stuff.
See, now if they went back to that, the old rules, then it wouldn't be as bad. Like you can
I
transfer
agree.
whenever you want, but you gotta sit out.
I agree.
I agree with the 1 year. I don't agree with like kids like every year going to the transfer portal, right? Like certain quarterbacks, I did what I did at this school, cool. I'm going to the next school, get this bag. If the season don't go the way I want it to go, then boom, I'm transferring and get an eligibility to the next school. Like, I don't agree with that. If you get a 1 year, I'm fine.
And then I found out yesterday that certain conferences have different transfer rules. Like in this portal period right now, LSU can get somebody from Alabama, but in the spring portal period, you can't get transfers from in conference.
That's only in the SEC though.
That's what I'm saying. That's it's crazy. That's just stupid, man.
The
Hey, but let me
rules,
say,
the rules
I feel
should
like,
be
like
uniform.
I feel like people should be able to transfer those if your coach leaves though. Like if you commit to a school and then that coach leaves or that coordinator leaves, you should be able to be out.
can I ask a question though, y'all?
Hey, well, before you do that, hey, Rob, because you want to make that question come back around, because I didn't get a chance to answer it too, because I got a statement about that transport portal.
That's what I'm finna answer. This is
Well,
gonna be
you go
pertaining to
ask.
this question.
Okay,
You can go first. Go ahead, old school.
All right, well, it ain't my turn yet, so go ahead, bro. Whoever
I-
this brother is, go
We
ahead and get
just,
his turn.
we just
I know.
flowing with it.
I know.
Nah, we ain't
I'm
about to
just
do
the
that.
way.
Listen,
First of
we
all, I
ain't
want to
about
go in
do
order.
that, man.
I want to go in order, so I want to make sure I get my turn. You go ask another question. If I want to go with that same thing, I want to be there.
Y'all keep pulling the chair for each other. Somebody sit down, man.
All right. Well, okay. Okay. I got the floor there. That means I got the floor. Okay. We want to transfer portal, Rob, is like this. It's understandable. Look here. Yeah, I'm with that because of the simple fact of this. You understand me? It's like the only big kid is the only one that guarantee 4-year contracts as far as these conferences go. And these conferences, these people's making money hand over fist. They sit up there and say they gonna give you something like the NIL deals to make up for something as far you starving in school and everything because they can't give you nothing legally because everything got to be up under the table. Now that they got the NIL deals in, and that's changing everything. And then we go right back to the transport portal. Transport portal, look here. These conferences, you can't get them. Like I said before, the big kid, only one you get a 4-year guaranteed scholarship. And these other conferences put you out right fast after. You got every year, you got to come back and sign another paper up on that. That's you. But then what you gonna do? Sit out when they say, look here, you can't come back. I mean, see that don't make sense. So that transport portal is making it easier for them college students to be moving around because it ain't always greasy over here, especially when it comes down to getting rid of these people fast and in a hurry. But they wanted to keep that real low and real quiet till Coach Pride came in. So now he's all of a sudden getting these insisted on these numbers that these people get moved around with. But it's like that all the time. Transport portal just put an eye on it. And they put a black eye on it too, so it shows you the bad business about this college football stuff and basketball too, but football is especially because you got a high number of individuals around. But that's my opinion of it. I'm blessed. I'm glad that God did it, and God didn't only just do that. He came down with that 12 thing. So that this Florida State won't be happening no more. I'm telling you, boy, God is good, and He's going to get greater later. Back to y'all. Back to you, Rob.
Go ahead, studio.
Hey, listen. First of all, we gotta stop labeling stuff good and bad.
Yeah.
Because it's an opinion. The only real thing we all gonna agree with that's good or bad is hurt. Nobody wants to be hurt. Nobody want to get hit in the face. Nobody. That's an agreement. Other than that, everything else is just if you like it, it's good. If you don't like it, it's bad. So why are we always like penalizing our athletes and want to hold a grip on them, control the money? Do you know, like, if I was like a genius or like this mathematician or scientist and got a little academic scholar, they will come knocking at my door to get me to come to their university for my brilliance. So I can invent something, come up with a chemical formula, and they got the proprietary rights for it. But if I want, I can go to any school I want. I can say, you know what? Yale not right for me. Next semester, I'm going to Princeton. Or I'm going to take my mind to whatever school I want to go to. But the athletes, because we're stuck with our fandom and we love our team so much, No, you disloyal. How could you leave us? This is, man, you're gonna keep them trapped. A lot of times these players want to leave the portal because they got felt under the doghouse, the coach's doghouse. They got in the coach's doghouse. For whether they right or wrong, whether they looked at the coach wrong, they said something wrong, they got in trouble, whatever. Now, it's going to be hard for them to see the field because the coach mad at them. And that happens a lot across the board. So they got to be able to leave. And then you're going to say, you got to sit out a year. These athletes only have so many years to maximize on their earning ability. If you take a year from them sitting out, that's a year away from them in the NFL or whatever, however long their career is going to go. So I just think we need to just suck it up. It is what it is. I do agree. It need to be some uniform rules across the board. But just to say, no, you can't go there. No, you got to sit out. You're not loyal. These coaches leave whenever they want. And we want to, I just think we just penalizing the kids more and more. Just want to control them. I understand it is chaos right now, but the NCAA getting sued for $4 billion. That's why they coming out with this. Oh, let's do a trust fund. Y'all still ain't shared not a dollar. Y'all want the NIL. Y'all want these other programs, these other businesses to pay the cost. And y'all want to control them, though. I don't even know who the NCAA is. Like, who gives them the power to just say, hey, kid, who are you? Are y'all the boy? Y'all own colleges? We got to just open our minds and say, no, enough is enough with all this, man.
We also have to set some standards, though, because if we just let people do whatever, it truly does affect the quality of the game, though. Like, college coaches, they do leave left and right, but there's buyouts associated with that. Like, there are penalties for leaving and transferring. You shouldn't be able to just say, I'm not having success here, so I'm going to go over here.
Tiffany, they get rewarded. $70 million to go away.
I'm not saying that they don't leave and go to a better opportunity, but I'm saying that there's penalties associated with that. If you break a contract, you're required to buy out the remainder of that contract.
Well, let's say for the students, right? They have rules in college. You got to enroll by a certain time. And you got to have a certain GPA and grades. So there's rules. The only thing is they just saying, I want to go to another school. I don't like this school. Why can't they say, I don't like this school? I don't like the people around me. They treat me bad. I want to go.
That's fine, studio. So what happens when they say, I don't like this school this year, and then next year I don't like this school, and then the next
a lot of school. It's a lot.
and then next year I don't like this.
You have the right. You have the right, because you could chase fools and say, I don't like this one. I don't like this one. You have that right. I know it gets annoying. Some people are annoying, but we're not gonna just what we're gonna do to them because they're annoying.
But the mentality that you're breeding, right? Like, because a lot of these kids want to play at the next level. So it's like encouraging bad behavior almost. You're not going to be able to get to the league and say, I don't like this team that I play for, so I'm going to go over here. Like, there's a lot of things that happen in terms of trade. So
I get
what you're saying.
I agree with you, what you said that. And that's why I preach that we need at least, because I believe staying at the school is better for you. Not jumping in the portal. That's death. You might not make it. So there's a message that need to be taught to these kids. Hey, boy, like for example, TVD left our team, a couple other players. I said, y'all got to go learn another system. And you think those coaches going to like you? You've already at least built some trust with the coaching staff. Why not stay? You've been seeing them to feel some. So I think the message need to be pointed out, but I don't think we need to just put rules on them. We need to just teach them, man.
But y'all gotta understand. At the end of the day, bro, nobody's forced to stay nowhere but prison or jail, sir. And men and women, like, come on, like at the end of the day, hold on, old school. You had your time. At the end of the day, if I want to move to a new house, if I want to go to a new job, if I want to go to a new elementary, like that's all part of the decision making. Everybody gets the opportunity to make a decision. If a rapper wants to go to a new label, if they want to sign with a new, if Skip Bayless want to leave ESPN and go to Fox, it's all available to everybody. But because you're a college player and people have fandom towards you and they cheer for this one school, it derives from you should stay at this one school. No, it don't work like that. If I have all the qualifications that if I did enough to get me in this situation to earn the scholarship and get the scholarship and it doesn't work out for me, I should have the right to choose. Why do I have to have rules on whether I'm leaving or going? For what? Nobody else has those rules.
Hey, no,
Yes,
no,
they
hey,
do.
Right.
hey, wait, hey,
Yes,
hey,
they
wait,
do. Other people
okay,
do
hey,
have those rules.
can I say this? Hey, Ronaldo, that could kick off from that right there. That's why they make rules. Because if you turn around and you want to break the rules, and then if there ain't no rules about it in the first place, you're not guilty of breaking anything. But once they make the rules, then you guilty of breaking if you don't follow them. Am I right or wrong?
Hold on. Oh, we're not
That
gonna
don't
let
even make
y'all
sense.
use that word rule and
Right.
try to
That
win
don't,
the argument.
The
Because we're not talking
I
about
was talking to
breaking
Law
rules.
Dog.
We're not talking
Right.
about breaking rules.
right. So
Hey,
that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be a rule. It was already a rule when they had to go sit out a year. I would have left my school if I didn't have to sit out a year. I would have left. I
this
actually
is
tried to leave and was told to stay. But if I had the opportunity to get in the portal, I would have got in the portal. Like that's common sense. If you had a job and you and the
Right.
boss don't see fit and you don't see fit, you're not going and you got a opportunity to go somewhere else and get the same amount of pay or better or put yourself in a better situation. Why I gotta have a rule? And then even with Tiffany talking about the buyout, a buyout works both ways. I mean, when the coaches leave, he may have a clause in the contract that says he has to give back a certain portion of the money, but chances is if he's leaving and taking another job, it's worked out through the contract. So he's what is he really losing?
hey, I
He's not
think
And then if
necessarily
they
losing
fire
anything,
you,
but the school is gaining something. Like the school is not just the athletic program is not just left high and dry. That's my point.
but
hey,
the
So, Law
players
Dog,
the
don't. But
school
hold
Law
on.
is
Dog,
But
you
hey,
for the
hold
portal,
on.
right? Law Dog, you for the portal.
right, yeah. Why would I?
Okay,
Yes, of course.
bet. All right, my fault. I'm sorry.
But I'm
Hey, let
saying,
me
even how is a program getting left high and dry by a player? It's a new college player coming in every day, just like the NFL. They cutthroat. You got one dude sign today, cut tomorrow. Like they get to they get to bring in the guy and cut him the next day or the week after. So why does it have to work for a college player like
Right,
that?
yes,
I don't understand that stance.
right. I feel that the college has been taking advantage of the kids from day one. And
right,
once we hit 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, we're still kids pretty much, right?
right.
And now we're telling these kids that at 17, he decided to go to California, but I don't like the spot. Or you can't move. You can't come closer to home because you made a decision at 18 to go out to California to play for a team you thought was your. And NCAA has been taking advantage of kids forever, and the kids finally get not even the upper hand because they don't have the upper hand right now. They finally get a chance to make a couple dollars, and they get to say, "All right, I want to leave." And now we put all the pressure back on the kids that y'all shouldn't be able to do that because a football game.
All right. And then isn't the thing that scholarships are 1 year renewables?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
They
why?
can zap you too.
Right. So why do I gotta be binded to a school? Like why?
So
And
I
if the
So,
coach can up and just leave, the kids should be able to up and leave.
yeah. So the question shouldn't be is
But
it
I
good
said
or
that yes
bad.
or no. I
The
said if the
portal
coaches
is
leave
fair.
or coordinators leave,
It's
I believe
fair.
that the players should be able to leave.
You said what?
I think telling people that it's okay to break commitments just is bad across the board. Like
How? But people break commitments all the time. People get divorces. People break up with their spouse. People get rid of the dog. People trade in a car.
But
Commitments
but
are
Tiffany,
but
you
okay,
said a
and
commit.
you're
You're
absolutely
breaking a
right.
commitment. It's a 1 year commitment. It's 1 year renewable. So everybody go back to the table and say, hey, all right, after this year, do you want to come back or was it good? They could cut your scholarships and no, you no longer meet our qualifications. Or you could say, hey, I don't like the school qualifications.
Hey,
Each
the
year.
crazy
It's not
I'm
really
fine
breaking the
with that.
commitment. They're not breaking the commitment.
Hold
So
on,
we're
let me
not
ask.
going to punish
Let me
them.
ask. Let me ask Tiffany a question. When you say break a commitment, do you mean in general, or are you referring to the rules they have in place today? So, for example, if a player jumps in the portal as a result of their coach getting terminated or taking another job, do you still think is not right for the player to then have that opportunity to,
No, I'm saying they absolutely do. Like they should. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like in those situations, I think it's very valid for a player to want to leave. Like that's what I'm talking
So,
about.
what can you elaborate on what you mean by your stance, and you don't think it's fair that the player breaks the commitment? If you say that it is tolerable if a coach does leave the school, or
Yeah,
what do you mean by that?
absolutely. So I'm saying, look, well, what Law said was something that I didn't know necessarily about the 1 year renewables. I thought if you got a 4 year offer, you got a 4 year offer. So that's new information to me. That definitely does change things in terms of my perspective. I was talking about it from the fact that you get a 4 year scholarship, you get a 4 year scholarship, you get 4 years to play there. It's not 1 year renewable. So with that piece in it, I definitely do receive my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a fair opinion. You have a fair. I understood what you were saying,
I'm the
Tiffany.
champ.
We should keep our commitments.
I'm the champ, Rob. You hear that?
If it was that said in the office, because remember, some of these coaches go in these people's houses and do sell. Hey, I'm gonna look out for you. I'm gonna get you to the pros. That requires a 3 or 4 year commitment. So
and those are the players that I'm talking about being able to peace.
Now, I didn't give my opinion on the transfer portal. I would say that it has both. I think it's good and bad. So, is it perfect? No. I am an advocate of players having the opportunity for change and to look somewhere else to play in an event the coach gets terminated, decides to take another job, or if it's just not working out for him. Now, I'm not for a player choosing a school every year. I think that it is right that they get that one transfer opportunity. And then I do like the fact that if you want to transfer and not have to sit out thereafter, you have to graduate from the school first, and then you have the ability to play, one grad year in some cases too. I think that is fair in that sense. But yeah, it does. As far as how it affects college football on the whole, it does take spotlight away from the high school players in a bit, because if you look at who's in the portal right now, the top 3 or 4 players that are available are getting more shine than the top players for the most part, coming out in the before high school class. So I don't really like that. The fact that, they were the big top 5 players and getting all this NIL consideration, and then they're double, right back in the portal doing the same thing over again. And that's actually taken away from the top players. But overall, I think it does benefit if you use it correctly. Like, hopefully CU can.
I got a question for you, not to cut you off, but when you say it takes away from the high school kids, and by that you mean what though?
The attention, in a way, it does. I think it takes away from the attention that the uncommitted high school players. So obviously, if the top players, and we talked about this before, are committed to schools and stuff like that. But the ones that are still looking, I think the players that are in the portal, when they hit the portal, especially now, will take away attention from those players that are left, the uncommitted players.
Yeah, but the portal system creates pieces. Prime is the only team. The portal system. Listen, a lot of the players get left in the portal first and foremost. Like over half of them get left in the portal. So what you got to understand, that's the same thing at the high school level. A lot of them kids don't make it to the D1 level. So I think it evens the playing fields for the HBCUs, the DTs, the D2s and the D3s to get players, because it allows certain players that are coming from the D3 level or the D2 level to come up, and allow players that haven't necessarily found a home to go down because of whatever the situation is. But I feel like people got to understand the NIL is really driven by the high school players. Like, I feel like more than anything, okay, yeah, you got your guys that are already in school, but the NIL makes it to where you can recruit the Blue Bloods is going to recruit from the high school level. Everybody's not going to use the portal to build a class. Like, for example, Florida State, they got a Keon Coleman, the Jared Verse, I forget what number 6 name is, and Trey Benson, the running back. They got a few pieces to add to that team, but a lot of that stuff is homegrown. And even like a team like Georgia, a lot of them players they got a kid from South Carolina that entered the portal, and Georgia was recruiting out the portal, but I'm pretty sure they still hitting them high schools pretty hard. So I think it's an even balance more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Because like everything is not coming up out the portal, so everything out the portal is not taking up scholarships. I don't
So
necessarily.
my take on it is the portal is a good thing on two fronts. Basically, it makes it fair for the students now. So we always think of these college athletes as something different than students. Any other student can transfer to any other university if they're accepted, if they want to. So why do the athletes have to be limited? The other front is it's good for shows like us, Rob. It makes college football year round. Gives us something to talk about, makes it entertaining, gets more people involved, more people who weren't necessarily into football, but they're into like the business or entertainment of it. So on those two fronts, I think it's really good.
I get what you're saying, but the scholarship aspect of it, if you're offering someone a 4-year scholarship and they leave 1 year later, that's an opportunity for someone else that could have been at that school that could have been there. So,
But I earned the opportunity. It wasn't just given to me.
but
Well,
other people earned
my thing is
opportunities as
this.
well, and they
So
didn't leave based
My
on
thing
their
is this.
commitment.
See how y'all say, like, Skip Bayless could leave or coach could leave. Yeah, they can leave, but it's a price they gotta pay for that.
Yep.
It's a price you gotta pay for that.
why do I got what you okay? But I'm saying, Jonas, if you had a job and you personally like, man, this job not working out, do you feel like you should pay a penalty? Hold on, I'm asking the question just answer the question for me. Do you feel like you should pay a penalty to leave and go to another job?
If that
You
job
do
is
sometimes.
if that job is a contract, which you sign, hell yeah,
Yep.
you gonna pay a penalty, boy.
Yeah,
Hell, you gonna pay a penalty, boy. You can't just do what you want. This, say I'm gone.
correct.
But it's not like that, especially if it's a 1 year renewable. The transfer portal opens up in a window. It's a window for a reason.
All right. Well, the 1 year renewable add another little spin on it.
Right.
I'm saying it's not a spin, it's a fact. That's what it is. It's
It's
been like that for
spin, though.
years.
And each contract is different too.
Correct.
But I'm saying this we're talking as
I'm just going off of the
I
examples
wanted to
y'all
learn a
use.
little bit
The
more
examples
about
y'all
it.
use.
Kids ain't getting no contract.
But I'm saying this at this point it's not an example. It's fact. That's what it is.
No, it's an example because multiple people have multiple year scholarship offers. Some people have 4 years and they can lose those, but that's based on academics.
Oh, they
that's based
made
on
if you can look it up, they made the NCAA.
I did. I'm looking it up right now.
Okay, so what's your point?
Right now, that some people do have 4 year offers and some people do have that for 4 years. So
okay, so even if it was 4 years, so the coach can. So if I'm at San Diego State University and I'm a coach, and the offensive coordinator or the head coach of USC becomes available, and I want to take that opportunity,
somebody gonna pay that. USC gonna pay the price for us. It's a price to pay.
Mm-hmm. Wait, here's the other side. You're not thinking of it. So wait, let me put this point in.
USC gonna pay the payout.
Bro, why do I gotta pay a price if I'm a student? Why? For what?
Here's the other side.
Hold on, old man.
Are they students or are they students or are they not? Are they students or are they kids or are they not?
It says student athletes.
Sometimes they're kids and sometimes they're adults. So
man, when did they become kids and adults, bro? The term is student athlete.
Because they want to get paid like adults.
They deserve it, bro. If you watching every day,
you got it. You listen. That come with responsibilities, partner.
So it's a law that if you're a certain age, there's a cap on your earning ability based on your age.
No.
All right, so here's my
but I know what he's saying. But what he's saying is you can't want the big man dollars and then be like, oh, I'm a kid when it comes to the responsibility.
How would NFL players ask for trades?
Man,
hold on. Let me get my point, and I'm gonna let y'all go back at it. So here's my point to NIL: is it good or bad? I say it's both, right? It's good for
transfer portal or NIL.
Transfer.
I'm gonna get into all of it. But I'm finna just start with the transfer portal first. So here's the good and the bad of it, right? The good part of it, it allows you to be able to, go somewhere, start your career, build yourself up. So say like you go to the D2 ranks, right? And you feel like you're a D1 player. You go to the D2, ball out, and you get the opportunity to go up to the Division 1 and really take that 1 year to get to the league. That's the good of it. The bad of it is people have to make decisions faster or making bad decisions, and now it could cost you, or it could cost the coaches to force kids to go into the portal. That's the bad and the negative part of the portal. You could be mad, upset all you want, but a lot of coaches force kids to go into the portal that will never get out of the portal because they made a bad decision from the jump because they was looking at NIL money or any factors like that led them to that university, and now they're forced to go out, or coaching changes happen and they're forced to be put into the portal. So those things happen all the time. So for me, when it comes to NIL money and with the high school ranked of kids, that does affect how the portal works right now, because these high school kids are driving up the price, and now kids at these universities, they're like, how this dude gonna come in and ask more, and I'm a starter and I'm producing. So now I feel obligated that, hey, you defender, give me the equal back that you're giving him, or I'm out. And that's just how the game is working right now, and that's really what's going on.
So I want to respond to that
though.
scenario. If a student athlete gets a 4-year scholarship contract or whatever you want to call it, it still doesn't matter. The coach and university can still get rid of the kid, even if it's signed for 4 years. And also, if a new coach comes in and that coach gets hired, he doesn't have to honor any scholarships, whether it's 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, or 4 year. So the contracts are one-sided. So the students have to have the freedom to go whenever they please.
So listen, let's say my son was a 3-star and he had a small school. He getting offers from Tulane G5 school, right? But Tulane offered him a scholarship, but they took it back because they got this dude who been to Florida State and he been to Michigan. He got 3 years in college. His coach got fired. He didn't got hurt, and he got a regular transfer. He got 3 more years. So my son got to go to the D2 because this nigga clogging the system up.
Yeah, that's where it's hurting us at. That's what Law Dog said. He asked how. I said it is hurting the high schools a little bit.
Nigga been in college 7 years, man. Get your stupid ass on, man.
Yeah, but most times you don't. But I'm saying that is an anomaly, bro. The COVID season, all that is an anomaly, bro.
Bro, the COVID season applied to everybody who was a freshman that year.
No, but you can look at what's happening.
It's not just a freshman. Anybody that played in the
anybody who was in school,
right? That's why. But I'm saying it's an anomaly, bro. That's gonna phase out in a minute, bro.
Yeah, it's about 2. It's literally 2 years left on it. Like when you get to class of 25, it won't be a
but at the end of the day,
right
bro,
now it is affecting college football.
The coaches make the decisions on identifying the talent, bro. Not the parents, not the high school coach. The coaches. At the end of the day, the coaches make the decision on what they looking for and what they want.
Hold on,
Law. Here's my question. Here's my one question. Here's my one question to you, Law. Is it easier to recruit a high school kid or a transfer portal kid?
It's easy to recruit a transfer portal kid because he's identified that he can play at.
Yeah, they already got tape and shit like that.
Right. So yeah, for the most part, they do. Not a lot of them, but some.
Unless you get unless it's some Jordan Seaton type shit. But most of the time, the dudes in the transfer portal get paid more than the dudes coming out of high school, bro. Like that dude, what's his name? From Texas A&M, what his name is, Nolan. That dude about to get paid, man.
This is all handicapping.
All right, when
college players cost more than high school players.
When you say that, Jonas, are you referring to the average transfer portal player or the top? I mean, we know the top player like a Watson.
No, I'm talking about a top high school player. A top college player will cost more. A top transfer player. The top transfer player will cost more than the top high school player.
As he should. Why wouldn't he though?
Yeah, I agree with that.
We ain't saying it's right and wrong. We just saying it's forcing the high school kids to go to Division 2s and Division 3s.
A dude who's been to school, who's been to 2 schools, about to transfer to his 3rd, is blocking out kids in high school, bro. Let somebody else get that chance, bro.
No, bro, it don't work like that, bro. It's always been a dog eat dog world, bro. It's always been levels, bro. It's always been a food chain or ecosystem, bro. That's how it goes around the world, bro.
That's exactly what's happening in college football now. And they should have been had it. They should have had the Power 5 championship, the Group of 5 championship, and a 3rd level.
Right.
And that's
but
why
it's all about money.
Let's have a new division.
Right. But they're not gonna do it like that because it's all about money. That's why the Pac-12 conference dissolved. So
they're gonna let it dissolve itself out.
Right. So it's always gonna be about the top dogs, the middle class, and the have
What
nots.
you mean when you say dog eat dog? What you mean? I know what that term means. What you mean
No,
in this
no.
conversation?
Before the
It's
portal,
always
though.
going to be that way. But hey,
Before
listen,
the
we all
portal, though, colleges couldn't poach other players. They couldn't. Oh, I'm finna go get this player from this school. They had to get the high school dude.
It's just like I tell you, it's just like this when I say it's dog eat dog world, bro. More often times than not, bro, you can have a dude, right? He might have a girl, right? He might have a girl. He working his way up. He grinding with it. He stand down with it. She stand down with him. Soon as that nigga get on, he finna go get something he couldn't get have, and that's everybody's.
You looking for the bad
Oh,
bitches.
and or it go
He
both
looking-
ways.
right?
Soon as he collapse, she out of here.
But it come with the game though. You paid the price for that. You know what I'm saying? You could have stayed down and stayed with you at, and when you built it at, but anybody is gonna chase the light. I mean, that's just the name of the game.
All I'm saying is it done forced these high school dudes to tighten up.
But listen, it doesn't even matter, bro, because this is what y'all got to understand. If the coach wants you, bro, he's going to take you. Obviously, he's taking something in the portal he doesn't have. Just because most high school kids aren't plug and play. That's what y'all got to understand. These transfer pieces are plug and play pieces. I can't count on a high school dude to give me 1,007 touchdowns out the gate.
We ain't saying it's wrong. We know that.
You're right. You don't build the engine with spare parts, but if you need a spare tire, you go to the transfer portal.
We understand that. That's truth. But all I'm saying is before the portal, colleges was forced to get to high school.
But they wasn't paying on top of the table. Everything was under the table.
I understand all that. But all I'm saying,
and they had to sit out a year, so it wasn't as. And they had to sit out a year, so it wasn't as valuable.
All I'm saying is now it's open. The dude, the 3-star dude that maybe didn't want to get paid, but he still want a scholarship.
He's still gonna get a scholarship if he did what he supposed to do on the field. That's the name of the game, production. They not man. Listen, the college. Listen,
he gonna get put down for a lower university though.
Typically, the only way you get a scholarship pulled is if you do something academically, you get or get in some legal type of trouble, or your coaches leave for the most part. But if they offer you 10 times out of not, bro, the offer's gonna stand, bro, especially if you're committed.
We talking about before the offer though.
Listen,
just think about it. You 11th grade, you on the borderline. 3-star dude. Virginia looking at you. Maybe should I? But
if you're not committed, it doesn't matter. I don't owe you nothing.
No, I ain't saying all that. I'm saying it's just harder now for these high school kids. That's all.
Man, listen, bro.
Ultimately, that's why that the president of NCAA is trying to make some rule changes to allow these top divisions to determine how many scholarships they actually need in the future. So I talked about this earlier. Eventually, they're going to probably have some kind of allocation for high school scholarships on top of the 85. It's speculation, but that's the only thing.
But at best, what is that going to be? What, 20, 30?
Say that again?
I'm saying at best, that's what, 20, 30 kids? If they was to allocate how many scholarships, how many think it's going to be between, what, 20 and 30, right?
I would say 15 to 25, yeah.
Okay, so that's not going to feed the 3-star kid in Jennings, Louisiana every time.
Hey, make your final point, because we're finna push on to the next one.
It will help the situation, though, as currently.
Okay, let me find a point, Rob. Is the portal, let me ask this side. We ain't said this. Is the portal a new excuse the colleges to cut these schools, kids? Because what if the coach say, hey, man, you ain't going to make it. Go to the portal. And then nobody picks them up.
But
I slickly saying, we finna cut this dude's scholarship because he ain't good enough.
We made one. That happens every day.
Okay, then. So why are we mad at these kids if something we
value? And this wasn't the conversation where Prime came in to clear house. So I don't understand why is the conversation now.
So it's good. Is it good?
The original question was: is the transfer portal good or bad for college football?
It's good.
So Rob, when you say Rob, so answer the question: is it good or bad?
It's good.
I did.
No, I'm saying, is it good or bad? I'm saying you said.
I said it's both.
Well, good and bad are the same emotion, but it's not the same polarity.
Listen,
so which
it's good.
side are you on, RobDaMedia?
Pick a side. That's what I'm asking you.
No. You can't pick a side because it's good and bad. It's good for the student. It is though.
Because it's hot. It's like saying hot and cold the same. Is it the same?
No, it's not.
Yes,
but
it is
when
the
you
same.
break it, everybody's situation ain't the same, and that's why.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I'm asking you to make the decision: red or blue, crip or blood, Rob.
Bro, transfer portal. Bro, y'all wild.
We not wild. It's a serious question.
I'm not talking about
like saying you good or evil.
I'm not talking about what y'all talking about.
So what is it, Rob? Good or bad?
It's good, bro. Can you let me explain this, bro?
No, it's no explanation, Rob.
There is an explanation behind it. Because you can take pros and cons out of the situation on both sides for good.
That's everything in life, Rob.
So in the situation with the transfer portal, it is a good and a bad thing.
Okay, Lawrence. So would you say good or bad?
Here's what I'm saying to you, Law. If you're a new head coach, it's gonna be a good thing for you because you're gonna have to build your team through the portal for you to get better fast.
So he said
if
good.
You heard him say good,
y'all.
Then it's a bad.
Y'all heard him say good.
Are probably gonna leave because of certain things. That's how I look at it.
Say good, right?
Players are not just man. All right, Rob. I got you. You said both. Lawrence, what you say?
Hey, Law.
Go ahead.
So here's what I'm saying to you. Here's the bad, right? Just look at. We'll just take Ohio State, right? In a situation, people are going to look at it as, oh, they got a top 5 class coming in, so these players leaving ain't gonna hurt us. But in reality, it's still a bad look. It's just not being exposed it's not being talked about at a higher level.
How is it a bad look?
Bad look.
How?
Most people do not talk about all these players that's leaving Ohio State and make it into a national scene.
So
but let that situation happen. Let the situation happen. SCU, then it's the world's on fire.
Yes, bro. But come on, bro. Like
Ohio State, bro. About it.
See, bro, y'all gotta stop making it. CU is not the anomaly, bro. CU is a story.
I'm not making it about CU.
But I'm saying, hold on, bro. CU is a story, bro. It generates clicks and money. And the way Prime did his situation, if Prime clear out the last class and 5 of the last 8 kids that was on that previous 111 team decide to enter the portal, it's gonna be a story about it, bro. I mean, that's just a given.
Ohio State got
how many of the top
players? Hold on, Law. They out here making stories about the water boy. Come on, man. What we talking about?
I'm saying you gonna have haters.
Mario flipping them Ohio State.
That come with it. That come with it, bro. Like you can't like. I don't understand. You can't shine and not expect to have some hate. Like it's just a part of it.
Listen to what I'm saying to you, Law. I'm not saying that it's not warranted. When you go out and blow up the water boy leaving Colorado, but you don't blow up people that starting on other teams.
The water boy generate 5 million clicks, bro. It generate 5 million clicks.
So that's the delivery though. But I'm surprised you can't choose good over evil.
How many
portal
players is
but we don't listen, we finna transition on though. We finna transition on to the because we got 2 more segments before I gotta leave. Is football getting soft?
Hell yeah.
It's both.
Hell yeah. Oh man. I mean, I grew up watching football in the 70s.
Is allowing the quarterback to decide when he wants to get tackled.
Hold up. Ladies first. Let Tiffany Michelle go first. We ain't heard her in a minute. Or not.
You can't even touch the quarterback now.
He gets to decide when he gets tackled. He can say, no, don't tackle me or I'm going to slide. Oh, no, I'm going to get the first down. You better not hit me. I hate it.
I think this is an easy question for everybody. It's obviously the rules have made it softer, but I don't think the players are soft. People are people.
What?
Whoa. Wait a minute.
Yeah, they are.
I think you had quarterbacks injure themselves out for a year.
Yeah, boy, I got a 17-year-old son that I'd be like, boy, what
listen,
on right now?
Listen, bro. Listen what I'm telling you. It's soft because, like they say, because they making the game soft. You can't even coach kids the way you used to coach kids, bro.
Nope.
You can't even coach kids the way you used to coach kids. It is soft. I mean, toilet paper soft. You understand what I'm saying?
We used to go out
Because it has become an offensive league. So what it is you want that quarterback to be able to stand up there and throw the ball. You want to see 40 and 50 points when you come to the game. Nobody want to see no defensive game. I want 40 and 50 points. Again, they showed you why the game's soft. Because if that wasn't the case, Florida State in the playoffs. If that is the case, Florida State in the playoffs. Florida State in the playoffs because
that ain't got nothing to do with soft.
Yeah, what is your definition of soft? So if you were coaching with no rules, how would you make somebody tougher? A player.
If I was coach, what you mean?
You saying the coaches can't coach?
That's easy. That's easy. You ever seen karate practice when they keep punching the board and they have to keep punching 100 times till your fist get tough? That's all.
What I'm telling you is,
they don't even tackle no more in practice.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You can't really tackle like even look at CU practices sometimes. They don't take them to the ground. Just stir them up. It's certain tackling drills they done took out that was good for tackling, and you can't do that no more.
And it's good for your health to absorb them blows. Now you
can't do them Oklahoma drills and them Wales drills no more.
I get drills like the Oklahoma drills, but they can't do any tackling drills at all.
You can, but again,
they do it less and
less. It's less and less. It's getting less and less. Like you only can practice a certain amount of like in the NFL. I think they have a certain amount of padded practice that they can have. I think that's the way it is in college. It's a certain amount of padded practice you can have. When that was, I don't remember that being no rule.
It's time. It's thinking like 25 hours a week.
All right, so
like,
here's the reason why I asked this question, right? A lot of these injuries that's happening right now is because they don't tackle in practice. It's not physical in practice. And so that's why I had to ask this question. I know the answer is football getting soft, yes. But you gotta talk about it because a lot of people forget about what's really going on and those things that's missing, right? We used to watch football to see exciting hits or the big time catches or seeing a running back run over somebody or seeing a big time. It don't happen no more because they taking it all away.
Today's players don't play injured. Back in the day, all the players played injured. They didn't care whether they had broken bones or not.
Sports used to have a whole segment called Jacked Up.
Jacked Up. He got jacked up. I remember that, Jonas.
All of today's players, nobody play injured. They won't even let them play injured. Back in the day, all the players played. You had an injury. If you didn't have an injury, something was wrong with you. All the players played injured. They had something going on. Now, all the players, even if you got the slightest little minute injury, they sit you down.
Listen, I agree with them taking out the defensive receiver rule. I understand. Listen. I'm an old school football guy.
I'm the safety. I'm the safety. It's not my job to make sure you protect it, bro.
That targeting rule need to get out of here.
You hear me? I'm the safety studio. You come across the middle. It's not my job to make sure you protect it, fam.
I understand all that, but I understand why they took that rule. You watch boxing. Why they took that rule out, though.
Listen, you watch boxing. The referee tell you protect yourself at all times. You to protect yourself, bro.
I listen. If I had a choice of one of the rules to keep and one to give away, I take out the defensive receiver. Y'all can have that one. We'll keep that rule, but take that target and throw that shit in the trash can. Which rule would you prefer?
I would rather them keep the target and throw the defensive receiver. But targeting is intended.
You are intending to tackle, and your head is on your shoulders first. So there's
listen. If you go in that, that rule been around for 10 years. If you still going in that head first,
you talking about the spearing rule. Now the spearing rule is a lot different than the targeting.
I'm talking about leads with the head.
That's spearing.
I feel like
we used to call that
spearing anymore.
Jonas, we used to call that spearing, but that's not what they call it right now.
But that's the rule of targeting. Targeting when they said the defender led with his head. That's what targeting.
I understand that's what it should have been. It should have been spearing, but they're not calling it that way. They're calling it if your head grazes them, it's a targeting.
But
Any
today,
attack on the head with any part of the body is called defenseless receiver, though.
Y'all seen that Florida State tackle on the quarterback? They got called for targeting that game. I forgot what game it was.
when he gotta go to Florida State, we can look at Shiloh's hit, the one he got ejected for. That was a legal hit in my opinion. But so I think the rules, the way they are today, is objective. So how can you say that there's a intent with a hit like that with Shiloh? That was a shoulder, and because he flexed on him, that's the real reason he got thrown out the game. But that looked like a legal hit. So that's what the way the rules are today. It leaves it open for interpretation. It's not really
this receiver thing you want to keep. That's intent. You want to your intention is to knock the ball out.
So wait. So Shiloh should have been ejected for what he did.
No, I'm saying the way the rules are today.
Receiver. No, that's the point I make in the studio.
He was ejected. In my opinion,
he wasn't trying to hurt that dude.
No, and that was a clean hit.
That's what I'm saying.
In my opinion, that was a clean hit. And that
was that target.
What y'all got to realize though, bro, at the end of the day, it's all about safety measures, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be liable for broken necks and paralyzed people. Okay. At the end of the day, so that's the name of the game now. They want to see less impact, neurological, CTE type things going on with the kids nowadays. So I mean, it's really a non-conversation.
Well, dog, we know that, but I'm just answering the question Rob posed, bro.
Oh my bad. I apologize. Rob, they say ETN going to Georgia, Rob.
Who said that? Who just said that?
I told you. Yeah, they said the band gonna go to Georgia, man.
I know he's there right now. I didn't tell you it was a lot that he was going to Colorado. I know he at Georgia right now, and they trying to sell him. Right. You gotta sell him.
I came up here just I was looking for you. I'm glad you back. So he is. I was just gonna ask you that. So he at Georgia, huh?
Yeah, he there, bro. I know he there. Ain't no doubt about it, he there, bro.
I don't see why he want to go sit. You know what I'm saying? All them halls they got up there, and they ain't got no running back room right now.
What's up, fellas? Man, I just want to tell everybody what's up. I ain't been on in a minute. I've been working, but I wanted to ask Rob a question, man. What tight ends we plan on getting? What tight ends?
Hey, Solid Gold, this is a formatted show. He got questions for us.
Yeah.
I know. Can I tell him, Rob?
Well, no, I just got on here. What did I miss?
We offered a tight end from UConn. He had about 500 yards, two touchdowns, and another one from the Harvard. So we got two offers out to two kids like that right now. I've been doing my homework.
All right. I'm finna ask this last question for the show, and then I gotta get up out of here. So, should players sit out for bowl games if they're not a first-round draft pick?
Man, I'm gonna sit out if I want
to. That's a silly question, man.
It's not a silly question, right? And the reason why it's not a silly question, a lot of kids used to play in the bowl games. They weren't first-round picks to increase their draft stock because they were playing against names. When you look at times today, everybody in the mama, they 5th and 6th round picks and want to sit out. Doesn't make sense.
It goes back to that last question.
So it's soft. Yeah, because it's like, what's going to change? Because you can get hurt working out for the NFL draft, which happens all the time. So
yeah, but who's to say who's a 6th round pick though?
Say it again.
At the end of the day, it's a business decision.
You can't. So you telling me if say this year, or like say if Xavier Weaver and they went the Colorado went to the Rice Krispies Bowl and Xavier Weaver didn't play, you have a problem with that?
I'm saying, I wouldn't have.
Would you have?
I would have a problem with it because I feel like he can help his draft stock. That's me personally.
In one game,
bro. Yeah. Depending on who you're playing against. Yeah.
I ain't never seen nobody help their draft stock in one game.
Hey, listen. So long.
Your exposure.
Hold on. I got this. Do players increase their draft stock from the Senior Bowl?
Yeah, because that's
one
players
game.
Though. No, that's different.
That's not different, bro. It's
yes, it is because I'm bringing the best. I don't know. This is an accumulation of the best around the country. that you're going against.
I think you got
It's
opportunity
one
to
game.
increase your draft stock.
But your exposure, you gonna be showing yourself to teams and people that never seen you before.
You gotta help a little bit.
Man, I don't listen.
A
Y'all
little bit, Law
listen.
Dog. I know you.
Listen, so you telling me, so listen, so if he played in the Rice Krispie Bowls and he did what? He went for 2 touchdowns and 150. That's gonna take him from where to where?
Let me spin that. Let me spin that on you,
take
Law.
him from a free agent to getting drafted.
Let me spin that on you a little
If he
bit.
break a
Also,
bowl record, or he do something extraordinary, people gonna remember his name.
But
So, Law, would
if
you
he
say
played Utah State, he ain't gonna get no credit for that.
so? Law, would you say the same thing for the New Year's Six
He
bowls?
would if
Like,
he-
what
if
if it's
he
a, what if
dominate
it's a
him,
big
though.
time? Hold on, studio. If it's a big time bowl, so one of the playoff bowl games, would you still say that you could sit out or whatever? Would you think that game
Like
would
I
be
said,
valuable?
it depends on like if it's it depends on the kid. So if you're talking about a 5th, 6th, 7th round player, I don't really see them kids sitting out.
All right, so I just throw out a name, right? Let's just take Marvin Harrison, right? If Ohio State made it to the playoffs and Marvin Harrison didn't play, would you be upset?
I don't think nobody's going to the playoffs and sitting out though, Rob. Who's doing that?
It's happened.
Who?
It's happened. I'm just asking the question. I'm just asking the question because of the fact, just for dialogue, right?
All right, I'm turning into my old self. I apologize,
bro. This dude. But all right, so check this out. You don't think it would help certain players if, say, you take the game from Georgia and Ohio State from last year with Marvin Harrison, right? You don't think it would help or hurt players going up against Marvin Harrison? Getting drafted? Law?
Yeah, that works. Yeah, that'll help.
You're right, Rob. I see what you're saying, brother.
Man, what's child, man?
I agree.
Bro, that's all I'm asking, bro. I'm just asking a simple question, man.
The bowl game, I feel like if they sit out the bowl game, that ain't really, unless they it can't really help them that much. It can hurt them, but it can't help them that much.
Hey, Jonas, so I got a question for you, right? I'm gonna spin this right back to Marvin Harrison Jr. And so I'm gonna make this simpler for you, right? Marvin Harrison does not play in the bowl game this year. Sits out, come back and play college football next year. What do you think about that?
Hey, listen, that might be a real good idea, boy.
Doesn't play in the bowl game this year and decides to come back to college next year?
Yeah.
Why?
Listen, I'm only speaking of what the article I saw. Somebody trying to get
it's a true possibility. That's why I'm asking this.
Next year is going to be a 12-team playoff. Next year is going to be a 12-team playoff, and non-12-team playoff teams is going to showcase freshmen.
Just follow this. He come back and get the $20 million NIL deal, raise his draft.
$20 million.
Listen, I'm going up the report.
He ain't getting no $20 million.
Listen, I'm not going to report ourselves.
Let's say a realistic number.
He ain't
Let's say
getting
$5
10.
million, because there are people that's offering. Just say $5 million, right?
Well, $5 million ain't worth it then. Because listen, I'm looking at the report. $5 million ain't worth it. If the report said $20 million, I'm just hypothetically, they're giving $20 million to come out to college next year. He come back, he raises his draft stock up to number 1 overall. That's $20 million. Then the first round, the number 1 overall pick gets 45 guaranteed. That's $65 million in 2 years, bro.
He number 2 already. So
why would he how would he be number 1 overall next year? You think he would be, Jonas, if he was to come back? I mean, just
into the portal deal and come play for Prime and get $21 million.
So you're saying if he come back, he's a definitive number 1 overall pick if he come back next year, not this year.
I just know that the number 1 overall pick get 45 guaranteed.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying, do you think that's gonna be Marvin Harrison if he stayed another year?
He already top 5. He can only.
We ain't talking about top 5. We saying number 1. If Marvin Harrison come back, is he the number 1 pick next year? Today?
Yeah, he the best player in the country. Hell yeah, why not?
Hell no. Two the number 1 pick next year.
For a wide receiver.
Y'all
better stop playing.
I don't think a wide receiver ever went number 1 overall.
What happens if you get hurt?
To bring it back to Shador, I was just asking, is
Keyshawn Johnson went number 1 overall. I knew
If he
that
gets
was you
hurt, he
never
already
saw.
has
That
his
was
$20
Since
come
you,
on,
million.
Johnny. That was.
since you never saw a wide receiver go first overall.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just asking a question. Is he the definitive #1 pick?
He gonna be the best player in the country next year.
Who will go before him?
He gonna be the best player in the
Number
country.
two,
A quarterback gonna go.
Shadur Sanders.
Which quarterback?
Oh, hey Tiffany. Hey, thanks for tuning in.
I know.
All
I
I'm
had a
saying,
call.
he
My
gonna be
bad.
now he can't go no more because Caleb. But next year he gonna be the definitive best player in the country.
So Jonas, you taking Marvin Harrison over Shadur?
It depends on what I need, bro. Don't
That
put me.
that scenario.
Don't do
that
that.
I
scenario-
Don't
would.
do that, son. Don't do
that
that,
scenario
son.
that
Don't do that, son.
This is Law Dog.
I'm
that
only
was a Law
going. I'm
Dog.
only
That was
going
definitely a
off of.
classic Law Dog
I'm
setup
only
right
going
there.
off of the article I saw. They said something like 20 million. I'm like, damn, he can get
They
20
ain't getting no
more
20
years.
million.
that scenario that Jonas brought up would be the best scenario for that person. You know, make the 25 and then go first round next year. But
So
you
you
know,
That don't
saying
make no
you saying
sense.
you
It's
saying he should
25.
so out of mind? You saying that he should sit out the bowl game and play next season? And
no,
come
I'm
back?
just
Man,
saying.
if the 20 is on,
Just saying that, like I said, the scenario that Jonas said is a good scenario. Is as far as what Rob said, hell yeah, somebody should sit out a bowl game if they
But
projected to go first round top 5. Why
Rob
play
talking
in the
about the
bowl?
6th round
But
pick, though.
listen, here's the real question is, would you be upset if he sat out? Because I just used Marvin Harrison, right, as like an example, right?
I mean,
Would you hold on, man? Who
is,
background? Hold on. Who background?
no, that's not me. Somebody else. But as a fan, of course, the fan gonna be upset if they top player ain't playing. But it's a business decision, so you know what I mean. But that go back to tradition. Like, are we gonna get upset with? Are we gonna get upset with the player and not following tradition, or are we gonna respect?
That gotta be him.
That's not me. That's not me.
It stopped when you stopped talking.
That's not me, bro. That's somebody else, man.
It's you, Rob.
No, it's not me. I just muted myself, bro.
So look, what if it was Shadur? Would you be upset, Rob?
No. So in the situation for him to sit out the ball game and then come back the next season, the only way I wouldn't be upset if he's healthy, yeah, I'm upset. But if he ain't healthy, then that,
I mean that's the name of the game. If they sitting out, Rob, they sitting out because they're healthy.
Is the question that they definitely coming back the next year, or is it?
No. Here's the question. The question is, would you be upset if let's say Shadur? Would you be upset if Shadur sat out a ball game and then came back the following year and played?
I would only be upset if it was a playoff bowl game. If it's just a regular bowl game, no.
Yeah, all right, so let's put it hypothetical, right? If it was a playoff bowl game and Shadur sat out, would you be upset? And he came back the next year.
Why would he do something like that?
Yeah, why would he sit out at all for playoff?
Yeah, no, he wouldn't sit out.
I wasn't gonna use a playoff game, but
it's a weird question. It's a weird question.
If he did sit out the playoff game, I would be upset, but I just don't see it happening.
Cool. All right, y'all. With that being said, man, I'm about to check out of here. I got some things to do. Check out the show tomorrow. We will be having some different topics, some different subjects to go over, man. Salute everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button when y'all leave up out the building, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man. If you got any questions, anything that you want to talk about, anything like that, man, just feel free, man. Pull up on me. Leave a comment. Any questions that you want to ask on the show, any topics that you want to discuss on the show, just drop it in there. You never know. If it gets selected, it gets selected. You never know what topics we're going to talk about every day. We just switch it up the platform. But just know, tomorrow, man, we're going to do a one-on-one debate with not me, but two other people going to debate one-on-one. So let's see who's going to bring the heat. And let's see who not. But stay tuned because you never know what's going to happen on the show. So, man, see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Now let me tell y'all something about dreams. Listen up, because this is something I found out a long time ago that goes against everything you see in a movie, on TV, or what your great-grandma may have told you when you were a kid. See, dreams don't happen overnight. That ain't how it works. See, they come to you in the daylight. You gots to be awake. Because, baby, You got to run dreams down. See, that chase is what we learn the most about ourselves. To take that extra step, that extra mile, that extra rep. Now look here. You don't never know how long it's gonna take or exactly what it'll look like when you get there. The only thing you know is you can never stop. So, question time. What's your dreams? What's your dream? Are you willing to do what it takes to make that dream a reality? No. See, not while you're sleeping, but every darn day you wake up. Because if it does, good morning. Now give me my darn theme